guys, and thank you for joining. We are continuing the series, so we are officially about 7 weeks out from the Western Championships, which is going to be my qualifier for the next World Championships. So basically, it's pretty simple. I am setting up to win this thing and stamp my ticket back to the World Championships. That is my mindset. There is no other acceptable option except for that result. Anyways, we are also continuing the series where we are talking about how you can actually make positive habits that stick and use that in order to make positive progress towards your goals. So let's get into it. So a quick recap, but first, if you haven't watched the first episode in the series, I'd recommend you go do so, linked in the description in this video. And a quick recap, last week we talked about the importance of systems and how if you're someone who often misses hitting their goals, it's not because you don't want to achieve that goal, but it's because you have the wrong system in play. Habits will keep reoccurring unless you put in place the right system to break that habit and create a new one. So now in this episode, we're going to build on that. We're going to talk a little bit about how to build identity-based beliefs in order to really shape positive habits moving forward. So this idea might sound a little bit out there, but I really need you guys to stick with me. So in order to change a habit, we really need to focus on changing our identity. Now, if you think about it, accumulation of habits is really just a projection of what your identity is. Now, I want to give you a little example. So currently, I look at myself, I am a world-class powerlifter, and that has been shown in evidence by competing for Team Canada 4 times. And what does a world-class powerlifter do? Trains X times a week, doesn't miss sessions, make sure my nutrition's on point so that I can make weight at my weight class. So every single day I wake up, I do what is required in order to build that identity of a world-class powerlifter. So you can translate that into a lot of different applications, and we're going to talk a little bit about how you may do that. The more evidence you create towards an identity, an existing or a new, the more likely it has become true and you're to see yourself as that identity. For example, if you wake up and make your bed every day, you'll probably see yourself as an organized individual. If you go to biology class every morning, you see yourself as a student. You work out every day, you're building that identity that you are a fit person. For me personally, I used to see myself as a soccer player until I changed my training style and changed my methods till I started to shape a new identity as a powerlifter. The other thing to remember is often, we get into the mindset where we think of ourselves as a certain way, but you need to be flexible and willing to be able to change your identity and change how you perceive or see yourself. Now, just because you do a new action once or twice, you're obviously not going to consider that a new identity. One-off actions tend to fade, but habits are what really stick. So in order to get there, we really want to create a lot of small wins that are attainable and achievable, and over time we can build that into our new habit. So to really recap, the first episode we talked about creating the right system. In this episode we talked about a little bit about the psychology of creating the right identity for that wanted behavior. Next we're going to talk about the actual tools you can use to implement what we talked about in the first 2 episodes. Now, as I promised at the start of this episode, we're going to talk a little bit about how my last week of training went. And first, I want to show you guys a rep PR on bench, which I was really proud about. Bench has been my lagging lift, which I've been putting a lot of effort to improve. And in 2024, I'm really hoping to break that 400-pound bench milestone. So let's roll the clip right here. 355 pounds for a set of 4, and I still had a bit of room in the tank. You can see that 4th rep was a bit of work as my arm started to shake at the end of my triceps, really had to work to lock out. But overall, I was happy with that. Squats and deadlift have been routine. I've been in the pocket and they've been moving well. I want to show you one more clip from my deadlift. So this was actually on Friday to finish off my squat, bench, and deadlift workout. We were hitting 5s at 570 pounds. So this was just a volume day. Early in the week, I have my heavier day of deadlifts, and then on the Friday, I have a lighter day with a bit more volume. So that's a little bit about how my training this week went. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. I really appreciate all of you. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. I got lots of new KF merch, which is also available to purchase. Links in the description. New designs are also coming. We will catch you next time.